Hey guys, Matt here again. New Kickstarter loot has just come in the mail. We are super excited to get this one to the table. This is one of our favourite games that we've ever played actually. So let's have a very brief spoiler-free unboxing. So we're going to start with these little ones here and we'll move on to these ones and then the big one right at the end for the last part. So the first one we've got is Facing the Elements. This here, from what I understand, is to do with weather. So haven't heard anything what it's about other than weather elements. So let's crack it open and see briefly. We're not going to look at any cards. We're just going to look at what comes in there. I heard there's some punch boards and stuff in there. Okay, we've got a couple of little plastic stands. Looks like a little rule sheet. Looks like some clouds of some sort. Lightning. Punch boards. Another one of the same. Oh, that's an odd colour for a board game. And what else we got in here? Just another like cyclone looking tile. And a deck of cards. Not going to have a look at that too much, but looks like there's maybe 100 cards or less there. So looking forward to that, and that's it. Moving on to the next one, we have the Flying Roots. Now, from what I understand with this one, is that there are miniatures in this one, but that's as far as I know. So, crack this one open. Oh, here we go. It's taped shut. Let's just get it. They are quite nice. They'll look great painted up, and that's what I'll be doing. So they're all the same, but they're looking nice. And again, 2 small packs of cards and a rule sheet. Don't want to look too much, but it looks like we've got some more character cards and stuff like that, and some more map tile cards. Alright, so our next one is Fearing the Devourers. Now this one also, from what I understand, has miniatures in it, but these have some sort of creature miniatures in them, like little worms that carve through the ground. So let's get rid of the shrink there. Ah, awesome. They look nifty. Let's get that knife out and cut that sticky tape. Ah, that's cool. So that's going to basically be on the map like that, and it's going to come out the ground and probably eat us apart. So looking forward to getting that to the table, but not looking forward to getting eaten alive. The detail on the miniature looks nice. Again, a bit of dry brushing, bit of painting will look fantastic. We've also got a couple of small ones, hard to get out. These look like maybe eggs or some sort of cocoon or some sort. And we've also got some little baby ones as well. They're pretty tiny to see, but we'll get a close-in shot there. Not sure what these add to the game, but it's definitely getting to the table ASAP, and we'll find out, and we'll definitely be giving you a bit of a review. And again, another small deck of cards, probably 100 cards or less there. Okay, so these 3 small box expansions, these contain about, I think, 94 cards each. These were all from the original Kickstarter. We picked them up in the second campaign when What Comes Up Must Go Down. Big box expansion was on Kickstarter, and we just grabbed these as well. I'm not going to open these ones up. They only contain cards, so we won't go through them because I don't want any spoilers. There's no miniatures or anything in these. These are literally just card expansions. But definitely they do contain 3 new curses, just adding to replayability and the size of the continent. So definitely looking forward to getting them to the table. And finally, the Big Mama. This is the main the main expansion, and it's the same size box as the original base game, and has a crap load more cards in it. So definitely going to be digging into this. That box looks really nice with the gold finish on it. If you can see that there when I shine that. So pop that open, and what have we got? All right, so we've got a little card here. This here is in French. The other side is English. This is just a little letter to myself as a backer. And from what I have heard about it, it's basically saying, you know, thanks for backing. Sorry about the issues that they had with the reprint and card errors and stuff like that. And basically it says that Serious Pulp as a development group have basically put this game to rest, and it's finished up, and they're looking forward to their next game that is on a very similar mechanic of building a world, but it's going to be in a different region, different game, you know, different theme, but very similar mechanics. Got a little rule sheet here, very thin, 4 pages long, perfect. I don't like reading too many new rules. I did notice a little note up here in the top corner that just says that it does not replace the original base game rules. This is just a supplement to it. Just adds to the rules and is played along with it. All right, so what have we got here? We've got the hot air balloon punch boards, the new character punch boards, and the tokens that go with it. So we won't punch them out, but just so you can see. Now what this is actually a stretch goal. This is a action deck draw stack, a bit like the discard pile in the base game that had one of these. This is just another one. Bit of a stretch goal, not needed, but it's nice to have. And here we go now. This is what one of the most things I was excited about is the new journal. This here is leatherish, faux leather. Basically what this is just so you can store your satchel. And if you've played the game, you'll know what that is. But it is so that you can look through your cards when you're playing as a group and have your little satchel, so you don't have to have them in a stack. It's just a nice little journal, and it feels really well made. It's probably not leather, but it has a leather look and it looks really, really nice. So definitely a nice little addition. Little divider cards just to add to the rest of the game. Some standees for the miniatures. And what have we got in here? Another little divider. A large standee. I think this is for the hot air balloon. And we've got a bunch of new cards. I'm not going to go through these, but I have just noticed this is something that is new. They've added white cards to the game. These white cards were not in the base game. So we had green and gold in the original game, but white cards are something new in this expansion. So not sure what they do, but looking forward to getting that to the table. A couple of little miniatures, really small. I'm not going to unbox them because they're taped shut, but again, very small, but suits well with the size of the cards that are in the game. We've got the hot air balloon base on this side and the floating barge. Won't unbox these at the moment, but you'll definitely be seeing them on my Instagram and on my photos. We'll get some close-in shots. We'll get this painted up all nice looking and have that while we're playing. And that's it. There's a few extra dividers and a couple of bits of paper, but that's it. It's basically everything that comes in the 7th continent. What goes up must come down, big box expansion. So we're definitely looking forward to getting this puppy to the table. Until next time, on another Kickstarter unboxing with Board Games with Matt, I'll catch you later.